This crowd will raise the roof here in Riyadh. And Spacestation Gaming, priority number one, in my opinion, is to ensure that doesn't happen for as long as possible, because we know how strong they are at attack, and it's Kofa again with a big block.
Nice shot from TRK, just testing the defense, seeing if they can get away with it. TRK, hard shot this time. Scrib not going to make it back in time. Falcons up early.
Yeah, Falcons, they just keep on barreling down that door. If one opportunity isn't enough, if two shots get saved, the third will not be. They make it work, but GK, who just got into our semi-finals, have proven that Falcons can bleed. Think back to one of the first matches here at Esports World Cup 2025. They took Falcons all the way to Game 5 overtime. It's a very different story here. It's best of 7, but Spacestation Gaming getting themselves going as well.
Falcons kind of all just disappear out of the middle. I think Roas got a big bite taken out of him from SSG on the back line, and that meant Killers and TRK trying their best to get all the way back, almost. But unfortunately, too many pieces of the pie are ready for SSG. Tie it back up, 3.5 to go, and early on, at least seeming like it's fairly even.
It comes through us, though. He's got a lot of boost and a lot of time to play with the ball. It's blocked away by Spacestation Gaming. It caused a double commit, but it was a good double commit. It's a brilliant double commit, in fact. The turnaround is complete.
Excellent kickoff for Spacestation here. TRK trying to force the issue, and you could see Falcons, how aggressive they were trying to be. That player right behind TRK, under him, expecting TRK to come up with that 50 win, ready for it to just go forward, drop right down in front of the net, and that one backfired, blew up right in the Falcons' face.
Spacestation Gaming, this is the team that has won online events in North America, but has been threatening to come to the boil ever since coming here to Saudi Arabia in their second offline event as a team. They're just showing Falcons that they're not going to have it all their own way, but Reveal can't quite get the block there. It's a goal fest.
Close call for Reveal. You thought maybe he could pull it out, but Roas, great dish across the middle. Nobody can intercept. Killer's best shot he can take with no boost, and it turns out to just be enough. And a lot of demos coming up early, a projected 10 demos on average per game here between both teams.
Here is TRK, wants to get the bouncer, instead just slams it downwards. Ruas, does he have the angle? Instead it's Killers. All of them are giving that one a go. Ruas into the middle. TRK's already up. The speed that Falcons attack with is incredible, but it's blocked by Kofa.
Yeah.
Now, down the other side, a big demo comes in. You mentioned how important they'd be at Chiefs.
You could see the idea for Falcons, why they went back across the box, but unfortunately, SSG, just with nobody on the ball immediately, kind of just poke it right back down the middle, and Ruas knew he was in trouble. He was like, oh boy, they're coming for me, and he tried, but no chance.
Scribbles into the center. Reveal's got to go up. TRK's there. He manages to dodge him. Can't get 50-50 dunks if you're not getting 50-50s, and that's what Spacestation Gaming have realized.
Wow.
It gives them so much space, it Chiefs.
Falcons missing.
They're making this their own.
They are indeed. Falcons uncharacteristically missing a couple of touches in the midfield. Like you can see Rawasi's got zero boost there. Why? Because he was just tracking back to his own corner to pick up 100, expecting his teammate challenging from the deep third to get any type of time for him. Completely missed the ball. Didn't find the bump after it either. The Falcons thankfully get one right back on the kickoff, but still job done. Minute 31 on the clock to find an answer.
Now I'm no kickoff expert, but I'm pretty sure fakes are better when you have somebody following, or at least goalkeepers.
Definitely, certainly a choice.
Yeah.
But to let them cheat up.
Is that it completely and utterly backfired as far as SSG are concerned, but Falcons will be happy. That gives them a foothold. Can they continue to climb the Space Station mountain? It's going to fall to Roas. This is what Spacestation Gaming don't want. Roas with the ability to put his boot on the ball, get himself 100 boost, set it up, twing, and that's why you don't give Falcons an inch.
Look at Roas, just manage the pace of play ever so slightly. He saw how fast Scribbles went up that back wall all the way to the ceiling. As soon as he saw him go higher than himself, you see him just take the foot off the gas just a little. Just let him sail right by, go right through him, find a great dish. Falcons find number 4.
As this one tries to go over the top of TRK, but TRK, it's a lot on it. Gets towards Roas as well. Scribbles, great read from him. Spacestation Gaming seem to be reading these aerial lobbies from Falcons.
Great 50 from Killers to force that one high. Reveal wants a double tap, and Killers able to get back down to the floor. Kofer's going to need a little help as he looks for the pass. Into the middle, that one slips by, but TRK, met by Reveal, already rotated back. SSG looking comfortable, like you said.
Spacestation Gaming, though, just a couple of key moments. They've got to tad jumpy, the double commit at the end of regulation time, and there's another miss as well. You can't keep doing that because, as we know, as we've seen 4 times, Falcons will punish. You might be this time reveal. He backflips on the goal line. It was another mistake there from SSG. TRK, though, doesn't care.
Not a bad 50 from Scribbles, but look at the demo and reveal. I mean, he's got to defend the huge left side of the net. You can understand why he's coming into net at such a speed, and what a decision. Killer's back across the box, and TRK recognized, look, that one's too far. Let's just go back, reset. That instant recognition, knowing whether they should squeeze or reset, is so valuable. That's a nice save. It's a close call, and unfortunately doesn't get it all the way to safety. The post doing Spacestation a little dirty.
That's the level you can get the read. It's a beautiful save there from Kofa, but if you just catch the post wrongly, Ruas is going to be sniffing about. And he completes his defensive heroics down the other side. They're not quite getting their rewards. They haven't been since the end of the first game, since opportunity went begging legend. Oh, Killers again! How does Falcons keep it? So TRK, the old 50-50 master, throws his hat in the ring, and all the Falcons have made wonder stops.
Love to see
Surely no!
How should another save from Falcons on the goal line? Surely, thank goodness no one's materialized out of thin air.
I was expecting somebody to teleport. It seemed that Spacestation were cursed never to score again, but credit to them, Chiefs. They kept on fighting. Not too much boost to play. He wants to go as far as he can, and Falcons are starting to slow things down a bit and let SSG tucker themselves out.
Yeah, you could see Killers. He didn't even bother taking that 50, just drove at him to force him open. That one gets punched off the bar. Ross going to be frustrated that that one didn't find its way home, but Falcons starting to switch the focus from, look, a little bit less attack. How about we just break you down slowly but surely? Nice save, second effort, and muscled through.
Well done, Falcons. It was a big save on the goal line at the start. I think it wasn't reveal. It was Kofa who made a wonderful block. Scribbles, though, had Killers up against him with all the momentum. So much goal to squeeze that ball into. We had a player on the back wall just desperate for the ball to be floated towards him, but it wasn't quite, and that demo is massive. Onto the backboard there. Who's arriving? It's TRK, and that is simple enough.
Love to see that demo on the back line. Everyone scrambling, especially reveal on the goal line. He saw that demo above him and he said, oh, I can't leave to get boost. I got to sit on the goal line and see what comes at me, and just couldn't piece it all together. Falcons swarming at the end of regulation and find a big insurance goal.
The high-risk, high-reward gameplay, very high-reward in recent times gameplay of Falcons, is how close they play to each other. If the 50-50 goes near, 80% of the time it'll be a Falcons player that get that next touch. That's how they get so many follow-ups. And it does backfire. The ball goes over their heads and they can concede, as we saw in Game 1. But in Game 2, it's not been a complete shutout. It's been incredibly difficult for SSG. Falcons now with a commanding lead in this series. And we do have tactical timeouts. Spacestation Gaming, they're really used to these. They're used to them online, but in person, it's a different beast. They didn't make it out of the Swiss in Raleigh. It could be their first ever in-land TT. As we go into Game 3 with fireworks to open things up.
Oh, big chance here for Spacestation. It's a 3v2. It's just a matter of can they convert. Left side, Scribbles dots it.
Not the cleanest flip reset you'll ever see, but Scribbles will not mind one shot. He got it, he was reaching for it, he was scraping for it, and just placed it into that bottom corner. And maybe that's what they've realized. Maybe they've realized Falcons are expecting the clean shot.
No real buffs for the timeout in EWC. TRK gonna see if he can continue to thwart that statistic. Killer sets him up beautifully here. Pulls reveal off the line. TRK taking a great spot on the backboard to set up the double tap, and difficult save to make. Yeah,
Kofa should have gone. He had Scribbles behind him, and Kofa just remained a bit flat-footed. I think he was hoping that TRK would either miss or slam it straight into the center of the goal. It's TRK, mate. That's not going to happen, especially when they are that accurate, that fast, that decisive.
Immediately back out in front. Falcons, a cheeky little fake kickoff. A beautiful 50 from Wass and the hard cut across the net. You know the third man's going to be coming to try and take it away, expecting you to shoot. Falcons already know what you're doing. The dish back across the middle where they know there's nobody covering. An easy put away.
There's a bumping attempt there from SSG, playing in front of the ball. When those chances come, it's something they have to do. Reveal gets it out wide, wants to get the skimmer, but it's going to go above him. Ruas to Killers. Every pass is inch perfect. Ruas now back to his right. Can the Twins... Oh, goodbye, Melody.
Where'd he go?
I thought there was some there.
Yeah, me too. I thought there was somebody back for Spacestation. There's one. There's two. Where's... Oh, no! Yeah, skip if you're Koper. Skip. My bad. I was wondering where he went. I was like, I swore I saw a car back there. Another shot on target denied. He's been taking a lot of shots this game. Not many have found the back, but all of them have been dangerous. TRK now with a chance denied, and Falcons more than happy to just collect midfield and say thank you. We'll take our extra little time to let you pull yourself out of position, and then here comes another heat check.
Oh, lovely play there. You're seeing a different part of the game there from Falcons. You know, when Killers was waiting for that ball in the center, just wrapping around up the wall, waiting a couple of seconds, making SSG rush.
Yeah, reveal. I mean, it's just the mechanical, trying to make too many things happen too quickly. And
there will be a little bit of pressure on them. The last Middle Eastern team, the last Saudi Arabian team here in Esports World Cup in Rocket League. Koper goes towards Scribbles. Scribbles nearly there. They almost connect. Falcons saw it coming and read it. Koper, could have faked that for a bit. It goes to Scribbles. Smart play. Big save.
And a lot of time. Killers knows it as well. You can see him not rushing. Looking for TRK. Maybe a little greedy. It's SSG jump all over it. And there's a chance. Top of the net. Spacestation up 1. Falcons, do you want to close it out in 4? If you do, you need something.
Koper had the wherewithal to find Scribbles there, and even then, you know, there's pressure on that finish. You've got, I think it was Killers who was driving into the goal. If that shot's not perfect, Killers somehow gets a block.
Yeah, you can feel it. But either way, Falcons will look for an answer, and immediately looking for the bumps to try and give themselves the edge. Reveal pokes it through. That's off the bar, and a great save from Ruas. He's going to have to keep working, though.
Nice from Ruas going all the way down the line. See how this follow-up he would have done anyway. And that one is saved. Tipped over at the last by Reveal. Big block from him. Killers now keeps it up. 9 seconds left. Koper wisely turns that one down. Ruas has no angle to play with, so can only go to the side. But his teammate was waiting, gets it across the goal. It's a nice idea. If TRK had gone all in, he might have had a chance. But instead, it seems that Spacestation Gaming can slam that ball down. And with that spike, when he's shut down, he's back already. The recovery pace is high. As TRK has Ruas to his side. What can Ruas conjure up here? Let's it bounce. Let's it roll. Goes for the air dribble.
Oh, shot.
There goes the Killers, and that is just pure 50-50 play. Pure meanable.
Once again, pure meanable is a great way to put that. I mean, there's few teams better at taking 50s, and even better, straight to them. Like, on a line. Couldn't have asked for a better dish. Ruas fighting for control in the middle. Killers getting real tight to the play and bashed off the post. Here's TRK again. It still won't go in. Killers wins the muscle test. Arm wrestling SSG into the net.
He has had pretty much the perfect game of Rocket League, Killers. One for the absolute purists. He hasn't overexerted, but every time the ball has come within his spell, he has caught it, he has blocked it, he has stayed grounded. And then when the ball was on the goal line, he bullies it home. Falcons are cantering to the semi-finals. 3-0 up now. They know this will be theirs.
And Scrib, you knew he wanted to pop that up, start the attack, and unfortunately just got away from him. And Falcons once again appear out of the sky, diving down. A little bit of a Sunday stroll, take a load off. You earned it, Falcons. I mean, what a show in this grand final. A complete series, both sides of the ball. Insane saves, beautiful attack. You couldn't ask for much more for the hometown favorites. They came out to put on a show for the home crowd, and boy, did they deliver.
Well, they're more than capable of clipping, and apparently these show horses are also clopping because they are finding it simple. Here in the final game, SSG put up a fight, but Team